upper body. That's on this waffle. And you don't need a lot. My face probably looks gross, huh? Anyway, good morning friends. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lindsay Wallace, and for those of you who do, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm showing you guys my that girl morning routine, and I wanted to briefly explain what that girl means to me. So when I think of that girl, my eyes. But when I think of that girl, I think of that girl who wakes up early every morning and goes to the gym. She's consistent, she's confident, and she's beautiful. She always eats healthy. She's perfect. And that's what that girl is to me when I think about it. So this is my that girl morning routine, except I'm gonna show you this girl. And this girl isn't perfect. This girl doesn't wake up early every morning. This girl works out most mornings, but sometimes I lose confidence or I don't want to. This girl doesn't always eat healthy at all. And this girl is beautiful, but this girl doesn't always feel beautiful. So in today's video, I'm going to show you this girl's routine. The first thing I'm doing though is brushing my teeth. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, but like I'm not leaving the house. We have another room and it's our gym room, and it basically just has like minimal equipment, but you know, enough to make like a full workout out of. Oh, I just realized I didn't tell you. So I did wake up early today. It's 6:30, and when I woke up it was 6 a.m. I just realized I didn't tell you guys that. But yeah, 6:30, you know. Ow! My collarbone. That girl wouldn't have done that. I'm also trying not to be too loud because Craig is still sleeping. He actually works nights, so he sleeps like basically all day, and then obviously I sleep at night. But I am taking a scoop of pre-workout. This is the gold standard pre-workout. I got it because it's cheap and we're on a budget. I always keep a water bottle in my room. Before I go to bed at night, I always put a water bottle either in the bathroom or on my nightstand, sometimes both, in case I get thirsty, but also so I don't have to walk all the way to the kitchen early in the morning, because another part of my morning routine is finishing a full bottle of water. Of course, there's a couple sips missing, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna go pick out my outfit and then I'll show you guys what it is that I picked up, okay? Alright, so to the gym, I'm wearing my, it's inside out. So to the gym, I'm wearing my Alphalete, see? My Alphalete shorts, they're spandex shorts, like biker shorts. I'm wearing a white Nike sports bra, and I wear this bra. It's like a unibrow. Well, it's, you know, your standard sports bra, I guess, but I got big titties and part of the big titty gang, so I buy this bra, and I buy it usually a size down so that it like sucks in my titties, so that when I'm working out, I'm as flat chested as possible. I hate when my titties bounce while I'm working out. That shit hurts. Listen, look, Big Boob Chronicles, not recommended. And then I'm wearing my old soccer shirt from my high school growing up. I do have the matching crop top for those shorts, but right now I don't feel confident enough to wear it. That girl might, this girl doesn't. And it's just because like these outfits are a little tight. So it's not tight like, you know, they're spandex, they're form fitting, and it like pushes my gut out, and I don't like that. It makes me self-conscious. Even at home, it makes me self-conscious. So I'm gonna hold off on wearing that. Last year I lost a whole bunch of weight. I lost like 60 pounds, maybe more, or about the same, you know, whatever. And then I moved here and I got the relocation blues. So I moved from Virginia to California, and it took me a long time to like mentally fix myself. I mean, less than a year, so I'm thankful for that, but just about a year. But anyway, I am back on the workout train, the healthy lifestyle train, and I'm trying to fix what I broke, basically. And so when I moved here, I had gotten all the way up to 224 when I had gotten all the way down to, what did I get down to? I got down to like 187. I think actually the highest number I saw was 226. But now I'm down to 216 before I poop and 214 after I poop, which is really exciting. So maybe in a few weeks you guys will see me with my crop top on. Well, I'm not wearing the shirt. I'm changing it. The shirt's too tight. You want to go outside? Look at that. Alrighty, y'all. So we are in the gym now. Let me give you guys a quick tour. So this is our home gym, and as you can see, like I said, it's super basic. We got our mat, and then we've got a little yoga ball. I've got a bunch of gym stuff in here. That's Craig's weighted vest and his ab roller, and then some weights, and then a yoga mat, more stuff back there, some hip bands, and my resistance bands, and then my bench, and that's about it. A fan for when it's hot as hell. So in today's workout, I am doing back and buys and shoulders, tries, and chest. Basically, I'm doing upper body. I have my workout split for the week. Tomorrow's gonna be my first day, including Fridays, and tomorrow's also making, I think it's been a month now of consistency. Yes, you know what that girl does have? Consistency. And this girl has consistency. That's one thing that this girl and that girl have in common. But not everything, and that's cool because that's what makes each of us unique. Yes, ma'am? Yes, sir. My workout split right now is I'm running, well, 2 days a week, but it's gonna be 3 days a week starting tomorrow. So I run Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and I run for 30 minutes as far as I can. The goal right now is to run 3 miles in 30 minutes without stopping. Currently, I do 2.36 miles is the highest I've gotten so far, but 2.36 miles in 30 minutes without stopping. So I'm getting close. I'm not there yet, but it's okay. I will be, all right? I will be. I got my headphones in. What I like to listen to when I work out is soca music, because soca music gets those hips going and they get you excited, and with the pre-workout you're already kind of lit. So soca music, I'm telling you. Usually before I start my workout, I do like a little bit of a stretch, so that's what I'm getting ready to do now. And while I'm stretching, I usually listen to bad music. So I listen to people like Saweetie, I listen to Rennie Rucci, and I might listen to Doja Cat and Fushi and Willow. So basically, you know, anything that makes me feel like a bad bitch. What makes me feel like that, not that girl, me, this girl. Welcome people to island life, jamming, moving from side to side. I never seen a place like this. Oh, I never seen a place like this tonight. Alrighty, y'all, I just finished my morning workout. I hate that I have to close these blinds all the time. Well, at least now in the summer, but why am I blurry? We live in the desert, which I've told you guys 1,000 times. We live in the desert, so if we leave the windows open, it's just gonna get like hotter in the house and, you know, run more electricity. So I have to close the windows when I'm done, but I like to have them open for my workout because it's something about the sunlight. Actually, let me not act like I don't know. I read somewhere that more sunlight increases your happiness, but also that sunlight shrinks the fat cells in your body or whatever, in the adipose layer of your skin, like the fat, you know? But anyway, it shrinks the fat cells is the point. So I don't know how true that is, but I mean, I'll take any help that I can get. So it is currently 8:20 in the morning. What are they doing outside? They're doing something out there. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, it looks like there's a giant leak or something, but it's not my business. I don't know, that's the that's the people who own this place, that's their business. But anyway, yeah, it's 8:20 in the morning and I just finished my workout. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the shower and I'll see you guys after that. Hey friends, so I am fresh out the shower. You know, I smell like cocoa butter because I'm wearing coconut perfume. I forgot, I'm making birria tacos today later. Look, I got my meat that I'm using for my birria tacos. What I need to do now though is get myself some breakfast. But listen, that girl, I feel like that girl probably wakes up in the morning, you know, and does everything I already did. Then she makes a whole like breakfast, like eggs, bacon, whatever. We're not doing that, okay? I like breakfast when somebody else cooks it, but in the morning I'm not trying to cook like that, especially like I'm gonna have to cook like that anyway because like I said, I'm making the birria tacos, so no matter what I'm gonna have to cook. But anyway, what I'm having for breakfast is gonna be a Boost, you know, protein shake. It has 20 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals. It is a little high in carbs. It is 28 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 20 grams of protein. And it comes in at 240 calories. So it is high in calories, but I don't eat breakfast, like I said. So it's all right for me, but I wouldn't drink that and have a whole giant breakfast unless you had like that kind of a workout. I am also going to make myself 2 waffles, even more carbs. But carbs fill me up and then I'm not eating all day long and I'm not on a no carb diet. I eat whatever I feel like eating. I just eat in moderation. I feel like that girl probably super restricts her calories and I'm not into that. I'm into living my life happily and comfortably, and what's happy and comfortable for me is eating the foods that I like and that I want to eat. But what also makes me happy is feeling fit, not overweight and stuff. So I eat in moderation and I try to keep up with my regular exercise, and that way, I mean, I'm not the fittest person in the world, I'm not super skinny, but I'm healthy and I'm beautiful and uniquely me, and that's what's important, I think. So it's currently 9:23 in the morning and I'm just enjoying my shake and waiting on my waffles, but I wanted to talk to you guys about that girl. So I like the idea of it, but then also at the same time I don't. I don't like the idea of that girl because in a way it's kind of toxic, because I think about like when I was younger, when I was 18 to like 22 or so, and I mean I'm not old, I'm 24, but when I was 18 to like 22, I always aspired to be like that girl. Whether it was somebody around me who lived her life super healthy, super like, you know, to the T or whatever, or like one of my favorite YouTubers, Whitney Simmons, or at least, well, she's still one of my favorite YouTubers, but I loved her back like when I was 18 to 22, I loved her. But to me, she's that girl because she lived her life and she still lives her life super healthy. She eats super healthy, she works out all the time, and she's always smiling and happy and whatever. And when you look at girls who in your head that you put on a pedestal to be that girl, oh my waffles, but you put on a pedestal to be that girl, it's like you put too much pressure on yourself, because guess what? You're not that girl. One day I woke up in the morning, I told myself, you're not Whitney Simmons, you're not, I think her name's Nikki Blackketter, another girl that I used to watch all the time. You're not them. you're Lindsay, and that is perfectly fine and okay. And guess what? Nobody in the world can be Lindsay. Well, maybe a different Lindsay, but not this Lindsay. And what's nice is that I finally reached a point where I could accept the fact that I am uniquely, fearfully, and wonderfully made. When I was younger and I used to come to my mom and I would tell her, oh mom, that girl has, and she, and you know, whatever, my mom would tell me, listen Lindsay, I don't want to hear about that girl. Okay, you're not that girl, you are you. Okay, and the only thing you can do is be the best you that you can be. You know why? Because you are as good as the best and better than the rest. I have held on to that my whole entire life. I mean, there has been times where, like, you know, I forgot about it. Not forgot, but like, no, forgot. And I had to remind myself that I am as good as the best and better than the rest. And it doesn't mean to put down anybody, but it means to lift myself up when I feel down, because it might sound a little cocky or whatever, but when you're by yourself, you gotta be cocky. You gotta be confident. You know why? Because nobody else is going to take care of you the way that you're gonna take care of you. So if you have to stand in the mirror and be a little cocky, it might be uncomfortable at first, but do it. You deserve it. You deserve to be a little confident, a little cocky. You know why? Because you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are fearfully, wonderfully, and uniquely made. And that's on this waffle. I do eat my waffles plain. I don't put any syrup or butter on it. I just like the way waffles taste. Lego my ego. Now I want to talk about the reasons why I like that girl. I like that girl because she inspires me to be a better version of myself. It's just that sometimes we twist it in our heads, and instead of inspiring to be a better version of ourselves, we try to emulate and copy and become them. And that's not healthy. And that's what makes it toxic. But the good thing is that that girl can inspire you to be the best version of yourself. She can inspire you to eat healthier, to work out more, to wake up earlier, to be more productive, etc., etc., etc. And if you take all of those things, all of those values, and you learn to incorporate them into your own life, you can be your own version of that girl too. I'm still working every day to be that girl, because I'll never be 100% perfect, but I can always work on me. I can always work on me, and tomorrow I may not be 100% yet, but I'm working on it, and that's all that matters. All right, so I'm gonna finish my little breakfast, and then I will catch up with you guys once I start making the birria tacos for later. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys. Alright y'all, so I got all of my ingredients out for these birria tacos. Birria tacos are actually really easy to make. You don't need a lot of ingredients at all. Let me move you guys over here so maybe you can see a little bit. The vegetables you're gonna need some onions, some carrot, you're gonna need some cilantro. I got some shallot, or I really only have one shallot, so shallot. Jalapenos, and a bell pepper. Oh, and some garlic. Did I say garlic? Well, if I didn't, garlic, very important. So I already cut up my onion, and you don't have to cut anything small for this recipe because eventually everything's gonna get blended anyway. So we've got all of our vegetables cut up right here. Carrots, shallots, garlic, peppers, and I think that's it. Oh, and cilantro, but we'll throw that in the pot later. But my battery's about to die. I'm gonna go run and grab another one, and I will be right back. All right, friends, so what we're about to do now is brown the meat. Open this up. And in order to brown the meat, you basically just have to put some grease at the bottom of the pan, some oil. I'm using vegetable oil. I thought about using olive oil, but vegetable oil has a higher like heating temp. So I decided to use that instead, because if not, that olive oil is gonna burn, let me tell you something. And the kind of meat that I used for this is a chuck roast. I used a chuck roast because chuck roasts are what's used for roast beef. And roast beef, as you know, it does that pull apart thing, right? And that's what you want for this taco meat. You want it to pull apart. So I bought that meat. And the nice thing too is that chuck roast, it's marbled in fat. So it gives like more flavor to the food, to the meat, you know? But I got my grease in the pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the burner on to medium high. My burners are fire burners, so I have to pay like close close attention to them because it's kind of different than if you had like one of those, you know, like the ones that turn red, or I don't know what they're called, but regular heating surfaces. Those you don't have to watch as closely, but the fire, for whatever reason, it gets like hotter. So then like my food burns. When I first moved here, my food burnt like all the time, or sometimes it didn't cook all the way, because then I'd be like, okay, well, it's gonna burn, so let me turn down the heat. So then I'd turn down the heat and I'd have raw chicken. Gross. I figured it out now though, so it's good. But a trick, listen, that my mom taught me for browning is that you're gonna put a little bit of sugar into the oil. But the other thing with adding that sugar to the oil is that once the sugar melts, you know that your grease is hot. You don't gotta splash water in there or anything. It's not gonna do any popping. It's just gonna melt. And then you're like, oh wow, it's warm enough. Listen, it's a good trick, I'm telling you. And you don't need a lot. As I drop a whole lot in there. You don't need a lot of sugar, but I just put way too much sugar in here. Okay. Well, okay, maybe it's not that bad, because it's a really big piece of meat. You see how the sugar's melted? I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the heat a little bit, because if not, the sugar is gonna start to burn before I get my meat on there. Let me get you guys back on this tripod. It's burning. It's burning. Ah. I almost cried there for a second because my memory card filled up, and I have been deleting the, you know, videos off of my memory card. And then so like I went and looked on my MacBook, and my MacBook was saying like, yeah dude, you deleted, or no, my MacBook was saying, nah, you didn't delete it. So then I opened up like my memory card and there was nothing there. And I was like, okay, but it's like empty. Like both, because I have two and one of them was empty as what I thought. Anyway, so I just had to go through disk utility and then click on it and then hit erase and wait for the card to erase. I didn't do it to my other one because obviously I was recording on it, but I did it to the one that I thought was empty. So anyway, that's the memory card I have in here. The only things I did while all of that was happening, because it did take me a while to figure out, I had to find like a YouTube video, but the only things I did while I was figuring all of that out was I added the bone broth, and I added the I added 2 cups of water. I'll probably add some more water, but I am gonna go ahead and start putting in my vegetables. I'm gonna put in some bay leaves. You wanna know what I think is interesting? So I just opened this bay leaf container, and I want you to see how they packaged it. So they put little holes here, right? But the seasoning is like whole leaves. So what am I gonna do? How? I'm also gonna put some cumin, lots of pepper, some salt for taste, a little bit of adobo, alrighty, so this is how it's looking right now. So basically what we're doing is making the consume, and we're also making the birria meat. So the consume is basically soup. That's all consume is. Consume is the soup, so it's the leftover juices, you know, after everything's cooked. The roast beef is our birria meat. I'm gonna go ahead and put the heat up to high so that it begins to boil. Y'all remember the construction I was showing you guys that they were doing outside this morning? Well, they turned off my water. They turned off my water, and I forgot to put cilantro in the soup. Yeah, I needed to wash my cilantro, and then I went to go wash my cilantro and no water came out. So it's kind of like a third world war country in this house right now. No water. But, well, we got water bottles, and I use the water bottles to wash my cilantro. So, but let me sit you guys down here real quick. Okay, so cilantro for the soup, you don't really have to cut up. I just break it up and sprinkle it in there. I've got my consume cooking, you know, my birria tacos. So that is it for this video. It is now 11 a.m. and I guess technically we still have an hour to the morning, but all I'm gonna do now is chill out on the couch with Craig and probably edit a little bit before I get up again to check on my birria tacos. If you're interested in seeing how I finished off these tacos, making it and everything, go ahead and make it over to my Instagram, which is at itsjustme_Linny, which is also linked in the description box below. But I have a little highlight story on there of me making my birria tacos, and the only things that aren't in the highlight is once your consume, like the soup is done, you take out all the vegetables and you blend it in a blender, right? And you add some fresh tomatoes. You could also buy a can of like pureed tomatoes or crushed tomatoes, whatever. But the point is that it has to be like pureed, all of it, the vegetables and everything. Well, not the meat, just the vegetables. And then you got to strain that back into the soup because you don't want like the vegetable skin body stuff, whatever. You don't want that in there. You just want the juice from it. So you're gonna strain it out and then you're gonna take your meat, and what I do is I put it right here into my KitchenAid and I use this mixer and I put it on high. Well, not high, like medium or so. Obviously start off low because it's gonna go clunk, 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 and then fly out if you put it too high. So start it low, and I am speaking from experience. Start it low and then let it slowly go up until you have freshly pulled beef, and then that's basically it. And then from there, just watch the highlight on my Instagram. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you made it here to the end, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell notification to always stay in the know and up to date on all my videos when I post them, as soon as I post them. Make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment, say what's up, hey, how are you doing? I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. Remember that we are community, and remember that you are as good as the best and better than the rest. You don't have to be that girl, just be this girl, okay? Not me, like you. Be uniquely you every single day, because that's the best that you can do, and that's all that you have to do or need to do, okay? Well, I love you guys so much, and I will catch you next time. Bye!